A look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan here with Karl-Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke. And hey, Dave.
Well, if you ask Karl-Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills."
A terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. And it's Covington in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Wilson Chandler. Harris is out there with Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Teague against Irving. Outside, Covington. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Culver's shot is off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
Harris's shot is off. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. First quarter, just over a minute played. Teague deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Harris. Outside Irving. And Irving throws it down.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Left side, Towns. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Irving against Teague. Nice D from Chandler. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That one misses. And Minnesota now the other way. Outside Teague. Got a piece of it. Irving with the steal. Here's Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now, here's Culver, guarded by Harris. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Durant in the corner. On the wing, Irving. Teague covering. No good from Irving.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Harris. He can't get that one to fall. Towns with the defensive effort. From 13, it's good.
Well, so effective with that jump shot. Karl-Anthony Towns is a problem on the offensive end.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Durant against Covington. And that one is good. And it's 6 points for KD. Timberwolves trail by 3. Over with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish. Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Here's Towns. Offensive rebound. Nets leading by 3. Outside Durant. To the paint. Jordan. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
We've talked about this guy's ability to get to the free throw line. Towns in incredibly tough cover.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops. Well, Doris, no doubt that Karl-Anthony Towns is the star of his team right now and in the future.
I think, Kevin, for all the drama and all the turnover we have seen, the one constant has been Karl-Anthony Towns' productivity. The question now for the team is, how do they build a title contender around him? The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Wiggins, banked in off the glass.
Now, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
The Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Prince, and here's LeVert. And that one goes long.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Layman, defended by Durant. Wiggins against LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Towns is double. Here's Layman. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to LeVert. From the baseline. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Timberwolves trail by 3. Wiggins outside. Back to Napier. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Kept alive, Minnesota. Towns with the bucket.
Well, there's an efficiency with which Karl-Anthony Towns can work when he's in the painted area. That is nicely done.
It's LeVert on the wing. Over Wiggins. And it's LeVert missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Here's LeVert. Lets it go from deep.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Napier. And he banks in the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
KD on the wing. He's got 6, and it's good. 2 points. KD's got 8.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
And it's Napier missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And it's Prince penetrating.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now here's Napier. T right on him. Excellent D there from Allen.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Napier. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Chang. The offensive rebound. Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
No good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 4. Here's LeVert. Here's Prince. Right through the D for the layup. Prince has got his second bucket tonight.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And so far, he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
For Kyrie Irving. Timberwolves also changing it up. Porky Dangs checked in for Vonleh. Jake Lehman comes in for Robert Covington. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Culver. Count that bucket. 6 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Boy, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's a rare opportunity in the mid-range, but he's got the kind of touch necessary to make it.
Dinwiddie against T. And it's slammed in by T.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The wide open look for Durant. Great look, but off the mark. Teague left side. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Allen and the rejection by Towns. They get the rebound. Wiggins. Prince with the defensive effort.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
That one good for 2. 16 points for KD.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Here's Teague. And it's sent back by Allen. And he gets it back. It's Durant with the drive.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Outside Teague. Passes it to Towns. offline with his three. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Harris kicks to Durant. And stolen by Wiggins. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 26 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth worrying about if you're a Timberwolves fan. Wiggins has taken a step backwards, I feel, the last few years in his scoring and seemingly has lost the edge to his game that made him such a promising young star.
Nets leading by 21. Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
Minnesota's gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. The pass to Towns. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got 18 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Prince kicks to LeVert. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And let's take a look at Karl-Anthony Towns' numbers. Coming off a terrific season. 7th in rebounding, 9th in blocks, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just non-stop. Zhang, the pass to Nathan. Now here's Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Napier dishes to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brooklyn leading by 21. Prince outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Money from the wing. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question. Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Allen is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Layman passed an 8, and that one drops.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Brooklyn leading by 21. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Culver's checked in. Napier finds Wiggins. Now here's Vonleh. He's guarded by Chandler. Towns down low, working on Allen. Towns with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, the ability to score at all three levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Good, nice play there from Napier. Napier's got 4 points in the quarter. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Irving. Wiggins with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 19. Towns down low. He's guarded by Chandler. And Towns throws it down.
Fact of the matter is, Karl-Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
Here's Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Taurean Prince. Timberwolves also changing it up. Robert Covington comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Teague in for Shabazz Napier. And it's Towns missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle, it's deflected. It's stolen by Teague. Pass to Towns. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
A second chance effort, and Jordan with the layup. And the Nets lead by 21.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
With the teardrop, and it's blocked by Jordan. Irving passes to LeVert. Shoots over Covington. A nice shot by LeVert.
Boy, the confidence level you can see in Karis LeVert to catch and shoot. It hits his fingertips, and he's ready to roll.
Takes it out to Covington from the arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nobody near Irving. They get it back.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
Shooting for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan.
He misses the free throw.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn, so he can't get either to fall.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chandler with the steal. Here's Harris. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, what was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
The baseline J. It's rebounded by Bonner.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Count that one. 24 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
And guys, when everything is working for Karl-Anthony Towns, he can put up absolutely staggering numbers. What a performance here.
Here's Durant. Count it from 12.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And the Timberwolves call time. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Temple dishes to Jordan. Inside. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Graham surveying the floor. Teague for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Chandler. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Good work there as it goes.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kevin Durant.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Tries it from 19. A shot by Jordan, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Napier, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Musa goes back up, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Napier with it, and so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre.